Really quick, want to hear something really funny?
Yeah.
You see this? Do you see this thing I'm holding up?
The
This
hoodie?
is a women's jumper. A large women's jumper that got sent to me. I ordered 7 shirts. They sent me a women's jumper.
Just one, not 7?
Nope, just one. Well, because it was like it was like a pack of shirts that I ordered. It was like a pack of undershirts, and they were like straight up, here's a women's jumper.
Did you like contact them, or were you like, hey?
I have to go to the store now because not only did they...
God. Oh! You just made me so mad. Nothing you said. Dude, I've had a Planet Fitness membership. I have the black card or whatever it's called. $25 a month. I got it. I'm like, oh, maybe I'll use like their tanning bed once because I'm like whiter than Michael Jackson after the surgery. And then like, no, they just make you, they make you go in. They make you go into the actual Planet Fitness.
You can't do it online?
You can't do it online. They're like, oh, maybe like if you get deployed to Iraq or something, we might let you. But
well, then there's your solution. Just enlist.
I emailed them. I'm like, hey, I moved out of state. I have no way back. My car broke down. There are no planes where I live. I made up a whole elaborate story. I'm like, I cannot go back to my state. And they just sent like an automated response saying like, no, you just have to like come back at some point and cancel in person, which is so smart by them from like a business point of view.
Well, like, it's not smart. It's a dickhole move.
Yeah, but
because like, they know nobody's
business
gonna come.
Money perspective, exactly. Like they're like, no, don't be, and it's like, no, don't be a bitch. Like, keep going to the gym. Like that's another way to look at it. Like they don't want these people getting embarrassed to like go in and show their face and be like, yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah, they like accidentally hit
cancel.
like the monitor where it like goes to like everybody in the gym. And they're like, you sure you want to cancel your membership?
They purposely go over the loudspeaker like. What was that? You want to cancel?
We got a pussy on a counter 5. Doesn't want to get big.
What's that thing that it's like the lunk alarm or something? Like if you make too much noise.
They make it go off. There's a separate alarm for when you cancel your membership.
The bitch alarm. We got a bitch here. Yeah, no, that's.
Oh my god! It's just like a mouse squeaking in the corner. They're like, "That's you. That's you."
That just made me angry because it's been like. I moved into this apartment building in January. What month is it? September? I haven't canceled because I have a gym in this apartment building, and like I tried to cancel online, then I keep forgetting, and then I'm like, oh this $25 charge on my credit card, I got to go cancel it. But then I'm like, I don't even know like where because they make you go to the one you signed up at too. You can't go to like any Planet Fitness.
Oh, that's even worse.
Anyways, this is sponsored by Planet Fitness.
Apparently.
No, that's intro. How many minutes has it been?
Episode 14.
Sorry, everybody.
Right?
Yeah, we got a lot of DMs asking if we quit again already.
Yeah, we did not.
We didn't. It was actually my fault, not Kaz's fault.
No, but in all honesty, though, it would have been my fault too because I came down with the devil and I was sick in bed for.
I thought it was this week, or was it both?
What? Dude, it's been 7 days. I feel like ass.
Yeah.
I feel so terrible. Today's like, I feel like I would say I've been on antibiotics for like 6 days. I only feel 60% better.
Wait, did you like went to the hospital and everything? Or you just got like...
Well, no, I didn't go to the hospital for a sinus infection.
I mean, you went to a hospital. You go to the hospital for weird ass reasons, dude.
Okay. I thought you were, I go to the hospial when
for softball injuries.
Whatever.
Yeah,
anyways,
but not when you like have the devil crawl up in your ass. You're like, no.
Well,
I'm used to this. I'm used to like the devil like that
coming out of my ass. That's for sure. Yeah, rough week.
He's going right in and out.
Anyways, I woke up one day. I had like a little tickle in my throat and I was like, whatever, fall's right around the corner. I'm sure it's just a little cold. Then I woke up one day and my throat felt like somebody like dipped a hot bucket of lava down it. And I was like, well, that's not good. So I went to my doctor and they were like, okay, it seems like you have a sinus infection maybe. So they gave me antibiotics. Thank God I went that day because the next day I woke up, not only was I not leaving the house, I don't think I was leaving my bed. It was constant. Every 30 minutes, I was either dripping with sweat and I was stripped naked just in a ball on my floor, or I had 8 layers on and I felt like I was in the Arctic tundra. Then my head felt like it was a hot air balloon that wouldn't stop filling. Like it felt like somebody just kept pumping up my head just constantly for like 30 minutes. And it just kept going up, up, up. And all I did for the entire Saturday and Sunday, I couldn't even like watch a movie and enjoy myself. All I had to do was focus on manual breathing and not looking at direct light. It's
like a concussion, dude.
Yeah.
You sound like you're in pain. Like it sounds like it hurts to speak.
It's because I'm still so congested, but luckily my face, dude, you should have saw my face. My face looked like somebody was like smushing it. Like it was so swollen.
When you get sick, terrible. Your face, your face changes when you get sick.
No, it was so swollen. Like my eyes looked like they were trying to like escape. Like, because everything around my eyes was so swollen.
That happens when you get sick?
No, just that this is like the first time that's ever happened. I don't know why I looked like that. It was weird.
Oh, but like fuck going to the hospital. Like, I
got the
your eyes were crawling out of their sockets. And you're like, no. I mean,
it might have been a slight exaggeration, but that's how it felt.
So your head wasn't actually like this big?
It wasn't. Well, it's always that big, but it just feels
your ego is that big.
It felt like it was bigger than usual.
Actually, I always like when I picture like a frat guy. No offense. like
no, that's fine.
I think we even talked about this last episode. Like you like come across as that guy, but like you're a nice person.
Yeah, for sure.
Then people
you can't judge a book by its cover, right there.
Oh, I hate that saying.
Well, you just used it. Basically.
No. What the fuck is the point of the cover?
To judge the book, honestly. I mean,
like, whoever made that phrase just made a shitty ass cover, and they were self-conscious about it.
If I'm going to be completely honest, I know that saying, and I'm like, absolutely never judge a book by its cover. I go to the bookstore. If it has a shitty cover, I will not pick it up.
I think it works for everything except books. Like, oh, don't judge that person by their appearance. But 100%. A book cover, not that I read books, but if I were to like go and read a book, if I see like Green Eggs and Ham, and I see like, so of course that's the first book I think of because it's one of the only ones I read. It's like if I see Green Eggs and Ham, and then like a cat or whatever, a Cat in the Hat, I'm like, what the fuck is this about? This looks sick.
If I go to the bookstore and I see it and I'm like, I could have did that on Canva in 30 minutes, I won't pick it up.
Unless it's one of the super dramatic ones, like, I'm trying to think of one. I mean, I guess I feel like I brought this up too. Maybe everything, dude. I'm like in a trance right now. I talked to Kaz about this. I've been up for over 24 hours. So if I'm like zoning out, forgetting what I'm saying, or intro, we didn't do that.
Oh, right. Okay. Do you want me to do it, or you want to do it?
No, I got this. Rabbit hole.
is that 14. Episode 14.
Episode 14.
Yep, there you go.
It's called Stinky Shoes. What is it called? We don't know what it's called yet because we haven't made it yet.
It's going to be called something beautiful and fantastic and slightly hilarious, maybe even mysterious, but you never know.
Possibly offensive, like that one episode.
Hopefully not, but maybe.
Like that one episode. We should probably change the name of that one.
Nah, we're leaving it.
Okay. All right, yeah. Rabbit Hole, episode 14. Last week, Kaz died. Sorry, I told you this was gonna happen. It's gonna be a lot of editing.
It's okay. Whenever you lose your train of thought, I'll just cut it, and people won't even know.
Well, they're gonna know now.
Well, sure.
Well, just that one. That's an example. We'll just say like that's gonna happen like 4 more times.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had a rough week last week. I'm not gonna get into it because it's like a personal.
We're not gonna get into it.
And I don't want
personal. Yeah, guys, get the fuck out of his personal business.
Yeah, I don't want your sympathy. I just want to be a part of your symphony.
Yeah, don't give him don't give him your sympathy. Give him your nasty comments online.
Thought that was going.
Well, don't do that.
And I appreciate. Actually, yeah. Leave him for Kaz. Positive Cam things, negative Kaz things.
If you have anything negative to say, email me. Okay, right? Email me and you will be dealt with.
Oh no, that reminds me. I woke up. I woke up in a bad mood like the other day, and like I was replying to my Snap messages. Somebody just said like, They're probably like 12 or 13. They said, Cam, you look like you smell like pee.
Okay.
And their name was Penny. And I said, Penny, you're named after fuck, what did I say? Hold on, it's not gonna be as funny if I butcher it. I have to look at the screenshot because I posted it. But my point is, I got a Snapchat warning. They warned me. They said like, because I have like the little star next to my name. They were like, hey, you're a Snap star. Behave, or we'll take your status away from you.
Oh.
Yeah, I said like you're named after a pointless coin that people throw in a fountain for good luck they'll never get. That's all. Like, which is like I kind of cooked her, but also like no swears or anything were involved. Like I just said Penny. Like I made fun of her name. Then I made a video apologizing. I'm like, hey, if you're Penny, perhaps dime or nickel, I'm sorry.
Okay, that made it worse for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. It also. It's but
like, they said something mean first.
Well, they just said I smell like pee.
Okay,
which, like,
that might have been a joke, but you know what? He had a hard week, everybody.
I had a hard week. Yeah,
he had a hard week,
and I had just woke up.
Blame him?
I was in a bad mood, and now I haven't slept in 12:30 p.m. See, now I'm trying to do the math.
That's okay. We don't have to just forget about it. Forget the math. You're awake right now, and that's what matters. Kind of. You're just half awake.
Kind of, yeah. Kaz is gonna have to carry. I'm just gonna be here for my.
Your eyes are open and your mouth is moving, so that's really all that matters.
Yeah, both might be closed very shortly, and you're gonna have to take this solo. But, dude, how do you feel? Wait, what were we talking about before I started falling asleep?
I mean, you're asking the wrong guy.
You're the only other guy here.
I know that's the problem.
I felt I didn't have a choice.
That's the problem.
Dude.
Wait. I just went to scroll back. Like this is like I was gonna go back.
Like you're watching a YouTube video. And I'm the one who hasn't slept in 25 hours. That's insane.
Oh man, dude. I was like, hold on, let me just go and check, and then it wouldn't move. I was like, why am I still looking at the same video?
Why am I still looking at this dude? Why is he just
Oh my God.
Just blankly staring at this laptop. Oh, we were talking about book covers or something.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah, it like. Oh, I was thinking of the like Jeanette McCurdy book. Like, I'm glad my mother died. It's just like a picture of her holding her mother's ashes.
Oh,
like,
well, that's
like,
but
biographies, that just goes hard.
When it's autobiographies, right? That's right. Is it autobiography?
I think
that's
so.
right. When you write about yourself,
yeah.
I believe so. Autonomous. Yeah, that should be yourself.
Damn. Okay.
Anywho,
Yeah.
Going back to my Latin roots. I don't have any Latin roots. I wish I did. My hips don't lie though. If want to catch me on the dance floor. Anywho,
take a shot every time Kaza said that.
My hips don't lie, but I do. I had something to say. Can we get back to this?
Oh,
women's clothing.
I thought you were done with that.
No, I wasn't done. I was just beginning. The worst part about this was it didn't even fit, first of all, so I have to take it back.
Well, obviously.
Well, they sent me a large, which the t-shirts were extra large. At least they could have sent me. This is like, it's got like a, let me give you a good view of it. This is like.
For the butt?
It's very stretchy. No, that's a shoulder loop. There's not just one strap going around someone's ass crack, Cam.
A shoulder loop?
Yeah, you know, like it's like a one shoulder off, but then like you're like showing the other shoulder and you're feeling a little sexy about yourself.
Did you not say these are joggers?
No, jumper.
Oh.
It's like a long romper.
I swear you said joggers. I'm like, why? That's a big ass wedgie.
No.
Okay.
But I ordered 7. It was like a pack of 7 like t-shirts that are like multicolored because I was like, I need some multicolored t-shirts, obviously, just to like mix it up or whatever.
Right.
And now the store, dude, I have to go. I can't return it online. I can't return it in mail because I'm not even returning back the right product that they sent me, because not only did they send me the wrong thing, but they sent me my address, my right receipt, the right packaging. Everything was my house except the product. Somebody somewhere, there was a woman somewhere who was waiting for a jumper. She got 7 men's t-shirts and she doesn't know what to do with them. So now I have to go to the store and explain myself because I can't just take it back in the mail because they don't know what they're getting back. And then when I send it back to them, they're going to be like, this is not the 7 t-shirts you sent me. Yeah, because you didn't send me 7 t-shirts.
That's weird.
And the store, the only one that's even semi near me that I know is going to have at least those t-shirts in stock is like an hour north into the suburbs. And I have to do that today.
That's annoying. I mean, you don't have to.
Why don't you just I do, because there's like a certain amount of days that you have to return, and it's getting close to that number of days.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Not good.
What the fuck was I gonna say? I had something to say about that, but I'm falling asleep here.
That's okay.
Well, one of the things I was gonna say was I get packages. There you go, Cam. That's the sentence.
No, that's good. Yeah, that's a good start.
Yeah, we'll start there.
What do they look like? Are they brown?
They're usually box sealer.
Okay.
Is that a word?
What did you say?
Box sealer. Boxed.
I don't know if you're having a stroke or if I'm having a stroke.
I think both. Okay, they're usually like I was getting packages earlier. I did like big Amazon orders randomly. Like I always wait until I need more than one thing. I'm like, oh, I'm not going to order one thing on Amazon. I wait till I need like 10 things, and I'm like out of paper towels. I'm using like my cats as toilet paper.
Okay.
And then I do a big Amazon order. So I did one. I did a small one actually, where it was only like 4 or 5 items, and one of the items was like, I don't know how it got. This has never happened to me before. It was like something I didn't order, have in my cart or anything. It was an emergency crank radio with a built-in walkie-talkie, and I'm like, what?
Okay.
Like, like who would order that at this time?
I don't know.
Like
somebody pretty paranoid.
Emergency radio with a built-in walkie-talkie. I don't even understand what that would be for. The built-in walkie-talkie.
Well, probably for your bunker outside. Clearly.
Yeah, I guess you like crank it to hear
it powers
music?
the radio. It powers the radio, so like you could hear the radio. You crank the radio and then you power
if you're in a
it.
bunker, I don't think radio waves would get down there with that.
No, it for sure could, because I saw it in a movie once, so it definitely can. Everything in movies is real.
What about the Titanic?
Real.
Oh, that was what?
So real.
Wait, didn't you say you believed like that was a real story, like a true story?
No, I said I think I was saying somebody in my family did at one point.
Okay.
Like I don't know if it was a cousin or something, but they were like, "What do you mean Jack wasn't real?" And I was like, "What?"
I mean, he probably like the story probably kind of was real. Like
I think it was 100%.
I mean, I don't think the whole like
fabricated.
never let go Jack, and he's like on a floating door that had room for like 8 people. And
I mean that definitely
that was not
definitely
real.
Wasn't real.
Yeah. But I'm sure like there's at least one guy and one girl on that boat that were like dating.
I'm sure there was one girl and one guy in the boat, Cam. I would fucking hope so. And the boat definitely sunk. Those 2 things, fact, not fiction.
For real.
there was an iceberg, also very real.
Yo, those, I don't know if I believe those.
In icebergs? You don't believe in ice?
Yeah, like what the fuck? What do you mean? Like how?
What do you mean?
Explain how the fucking iceberg appears.
God, I don't know. What, I mean, you're asking me. I mean, are you asking me this scientifically?
I mean, I just don't.
It gets really cold, and then some of those water molecules go, "Hey, how about we come together and do this thing?" And they're like, "Yeah, that sounds beautiful." And then they make this large structure.
What?
They get together. All these water molecules are like, "Hey,
dude, I'm
sick and tired of being water. I want to be different."
And then
they come together and they make ice.
I might have to Google this. I feel like if I don't find an answer to this within the next 5 minutes, and you're like down the line in this episode when you're talking about,
what are you gonna jump in the screen?
No, I'm saying like in like 15 minutes from now, when you're talking about Hinge or whatever you talk about.
Okay.
And like, sorry, was that offensive?
No, not at all.
You sounded upset.
Just my life, man. Delete, don't delete. Text back, don't text back. Get ghosted. It's just a weekly cycle.
You do not get ghosted. You do the ghosting, for sure.
Don't
Sorry.
Don't air out my personal business online.
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry. No, iceberg, dude.
Do you want me to look it up? You look like you're struggling.
Please.
Okay. All right, I got you.
Because I always thought. Actually, I don't want to say what I thought because it'd be embarrassing.
No, just go ahead.
I was gonna say like I thought that they like broke. They slowly were breaking off from the Arctic or whatever and like floating around to places.
You actually just nailed the Google definition.
No, the fuck I didn't.
Yeah, when large chunks of ice called glaciers, which is, by the way, I obviously was kidding before. This is what I was going to. This is what I was semi going to tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Ice called glaciers break off from their edges and float into the ocean. Process called calving. An iceberg is a piece of fresh water that is detached. Blah blah blah. Yeah, so they just break off and then they start floating around. And then they're like, "Hey,
dude, you made it sound like they just spawn. Like they're like, oh, I'm cold. I'm cold. Let's like clump together."
I mean, technically,
I was starting to believe you. I'm like, oh my god, what if there's like a poor fish? Yeah, a poor fish in there. I'm like, oh my god.
I realized if you say enough words, sometimes people are like, he's got to know what he's talking about at this point. When I was in school doing presentations, that's actually what I used to do. I used to just say like so much. Like I used to just word vomit. And at some point I could tell the teacher was like, I feel like he has to know what he's talking about because there's no way he just talked about nothing for 30 minutes. I used to just bore the teacher.
I was the opposite. I would like read directly off the slide and like not say anything else. And I hated it.
I used to show up with just photos on my slide and go, okay, let's lock it, Anthony. And just fucking go.
That's impressive as hell. I could I also used to be like a terrible public speaker. Like I'd freeze up in front of like two people unless they're like my close friends. Then I'd like maybe freeze up a little.
Most people have that problem.
I don't as much anymore because I kind of like have to get used to it because I like talk to people every day. Kind of. I don't know.
Right, but it is through a camera, so it's different. I feel like it's a very different feeling.
It's a very weird feeling.
Yeah, like if somebody doesn't like it, they could just leave and not like throw tomatoes at you and call you a loser.
Yeah.
That's one of
that's like the main reason that I like never wanted to be a stand-up comedian. Also because I'm unfunny, but I think the main reason was because
you just gotta write bits. I mean, you could write bits for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, but like if I say a bit and like only one person laughs or nobody laughs, it would just break my heart, and I would just bomb the rest of it. I'd be like Eminem in the first rap battle in 8 Mile. It would be terrible. It'd be so bad.
I did stand up like 3 times.
You did it actually?
Yeah, I did an open mic, but the hardest part about, or at least what I realized of like starting stand up, is you don't get 5 minutes at like a cool comedy club. What's up?
Sorry. No, carry on.
Okay. You look like you saw the ghost of Christmas Past. Sorry.
No, there's a loud bang in my ear because I wasn't on Do Not Disturb.
Oh, right. And, absolutely.
Right.
Anywho, when you do comedy for the first time, or like you do like 5 minutes somewhere, you don't get to do like a cool 5 minutes at some cool comedy club and there's like an audience. Instead, you're on like this stage and it's like really bright, and the only people in the audience are other comedians waiting to come up, and then like 3 alcoholics who heard that it was like half off drinks. And all it is you say your punchline, and I didn't even know if it was funny or not because everybody was just looking down at their phone, reviewing their notes to go up on stage.
Dude, that's like
and
the
everyone's
worst,
just
though.
Everyone's just ignoring you. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then you kind of just like go through, you basically just talk to yourself for 5 minutes with bright light shining into your face. And then they go, okay, everyone give it up for Anthony. And then it's like, and like
that would ruin me. Yeah, that's why I could never do it. Unless I like somehow immediately do like a sold out show and I promote the fuck out of it on all my social media, and I'm like, hey, like, come here,
you guys make this big enough. Maybe we'll do a live show. Us two, just on a couch, straddling each other.
Not a casting couch. Just kidding. Actually, that is one thing that I think I would do, because that would like, we wouldn't have to write bits. We'd just yap.
Well, we would just do the same thing we're doing right now.
Yeah, and then maybe like bring out like an Impractical Joker or something.
Yeah, or like fireworks.
Oh, maybe not that.
Oh yeah, whatever.
Indoors.
Fucking hater. Indoor fireworks.
Indoor fire, like sparklers, you pussy.
Grenades. Anything's an indoor firework if you're brave enough.
Grenades. Okay. Yeah. If you come to our live show,
everyone gets everyone gets a grenade on the way in, and one of them's real. And we all pull the pin and find out.
And you throw them at us at the end of the show.
Oh, whoa.
No, you pick somebody to trade with, and then you all pull the pin. And then we skedaddle.
Wait, we can make this really sick.
Ooh,
Stay with me here.
Yeah.
We give it out, and then we go, okay, halfway through the show, we go, everybody on the right side, you're safe. And then they go, oh, right? And
they leave.
And then the other half, we start breaking it down seat by seat. And then, okay, we go, listen, everybody stand up. And then we go seat 21B and seat 18C. One of you has the real one. Please come up on stage.
Oh, and then we do like, you can trade it or not. Oh,
yeah.
Yes. Oh. There's going to be some paperwork with that, though. Like, how do we...
Well, yeah, somebody has to die. That's the only way it works.
I mean, we could like, do that
they
same
obviously,
thing.
The only way you get to the show is you have to sign, like, a waiver.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. That would be normal
then we're
anyways,
not liable.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to do my knife throwing as well, so they would need to anyways.
Yeah. They could get out of pulling the pin of their grenade if we get to put them on a spinning dartboard and you throw blindfolded knives at them.
I think that'd be safer, or it'd be less safe if I was not blindfolded. I think blindfolded, I would get lucky, but like if I wasn't blindfolded, I would be thinking too much. I'm like, do not hit his crotch, and I'd like slice the sausage off, you know?
Yeah.
I like that idea. If we actually eventually go on tour or whatever, which I doubt would even happen, because that's like the top like 0.001% of podcasts.
But I feel like it'll happen. I have confidence in us.
Oh, all right. Heck yeah, man.
I have confidence.
I'm
feeling optimistic today.
Maybe we'll go like 3 months without missing an episode too.
Yeah, that honestly, we got to start there before we start planning the tour.
Yeah, maybe get like an ad or something.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. we're like, when we go on tour, $1,000 in debt from the show right now. Like, I don't know what we're talking about.
We could actually do that grenade idea, but like with like $100 bill or something. Everybody has an envelope. It's just like $100.
That could be fun.
Or
that's
like
$1,000. That's like a family friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like maybe instead of death, you get like
life-changing
two tanks of gas or something.
Yeah, $1,000. Well, no, we could do 1,000. I feel like 1,000 would be good.
We could do whatever the merch sales were for that night. No, that'd be
definitely
no. Yeah. We need that money.
We need the money too, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll do like 10% of a percentage of the sales.
Yeah. Don't get too greedy, guys. Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, I don't know if you were ever one of these people. Would you ever want to like, I don't think you have a dog anymore, right? But you did have a dog.
No, I do. We got a new one.
You did?
Yeah.
Heck yeah. What's his name?
Kona.
Kona?
Koda. We named him after my favorite movie as a kid. You ever see Brother Bear?
No.
Okay. Well, the bear in the movie is named
I'll watch
Kona.
it tonight because you looked very upset.
No, it's actually really good. It's from like 2001. I used to watch it at my grandma's house on VHS, and I just watch it over and over and over again. It was so good. Hashtag childhood memes.
Were you ever one of those people that like wanted to talk to their dog, like wanted their dog to talk?
Still today, like
I've never understood that. I'm a hater of that. That'd be weird as hell.
You don't want to know your dog's thinking?
I don't want. I mean, I like maybe for like an hour, but then I'll be like,
really?
all right, I don't want you to talk anymore. This is fucking weird. What if we're like cuddling? He's like, yo, want to move over a little bit, bro? And and I'm like, that wouldn't be weird.
Why does your dog?
He'd be like, yo, let me go take a dookie. Let me go take a dookie in your backyard real quick.
Yeah, but it would be like, I feel like it would be nice because I already when nobody's home, I'm just like, I might as well let him know what's going on. And I would every once in a while, I'd like a response out of him.
It wouldn't freak you out that like at any like he could like.
I mean, like
snitch.
at first I'd be like,
yeah, but then like he could be like just telling your parents. He could be like, dude, Kaz just fucking beat his meat.
Oh, you're saying now my dog's a snitch?
Well, he could be. He's not only gonna speak to you, you selfish bastard.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
And it'd be weird. We're not getting like. You're not getting past the. Why am I holding it? I've been holding a controller for this entire episode, and I don't really know why. I feel like I was like,
you still think you're streaming? You're just like you've been playing like in your mind. You've been on a road in Red Dead Redemption, but you're just in this podcast.
I'm looking at the TV behind you, and I'm like, no, I just think like if you're in bed with your dog or something, and. What if he like wakes you up? He wakes you up in the morning. He starts like licking your face, like, "Hey, Big Papa," and like,
why would you say that?
Well, I don't know. Hey, big man. Then he starts licking you. The licks would be so much weirder. The licks would be so weird. Like, get the fuck off me, bro. Like,
I guess.
Everyone's
why
like,
does he sound
so
like
cool.
Why does he sound like a 50-year-old grown man? Wouldn't he sound like maybe like a?
Well, what type of dog is it?
What?
What type of dog is it?
A golden doodle.
Oh, so it'd sound more like JoJo Siwa, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Speaking of JoJo Siwa, I got a DM saying like a few DMs actually about I think the last 2 episodes we did was when I just woke up because my sleep schedule is so fucked. As you can see here, I've been awake for like 25 hours. People are like, Cam, why do you lower your voice on the podcast? Like, that's not your voice.
What?
Yeah, a few people said that about like, I think it's on some of the clips too, on some of the clips we posted.
I think I think people only think that because I feel like whenever you post like a TikTok or an Instagram reel or something, you elevate, like you're either yelling or something like that.
It's not like the YouTuber voice, but it's like, I don't know, you gotta like keep it in, like a podcast is more like supposed to be, I guess, like relaxing. I don't want to be screaming in your ear like while you're driving to work or something.
At an elevated level the entire time, I don't think anybody would enjoy that.
Yeah. Like right now it's Zen, on. But if I
gotta let some boogers fly. I'm gonna move to the side real quick.
Yeah, there you go. Oh yeah, your eyes are like kind of crawling out.
Yeah, that's yeah. I had to get that out of me.
Yeah, I've noticed like ever since I got 2 cats, I'm like, I don't think I want these motherfuckers to be speaking to me.
Okay. Well, I was thinking of it.
I love them to death. Like they're awesome.
I was thinking of it in like a fun, like Disney-fied sort of way where he's got like this happy-go-lucky voice and he's like super excited about everything. But apparently he's like
go fucking chase
50-year-old man who licks my face.
You give him Scooby snacks and he's like, ruh-roh,
that is to T exactly what I had in my mind. It was more of like a Scooby-Doo experience, not like this.
You didn't think about the licks. You didn't think about the licks.
I didn't. All I thought about was the voice.
Let me go piss.
Yeah. I didn't really think. You ruined it for me, so thank you.
I hope I didn't ruin it for that many people. I just like overthink that. Same with babies. I don't fuck with babies.
Oh, I don't like children either.
Not even. I mean, children too. As a substitute teacher, that was hell. Oh my god. Did I ever tell you the story about how one of them rubbed his poo on the wall and I had to hold his hand on the way to the bus? I didn't tell you. Yeah, some kid got in trouble for taking poop out of his pants and like smearing it on the walls of the bathroom. I think he's like trying to write his name or something. He probably spelled it wrong because he's a fucking idiot.
He's an artist. We shouldn't, diminish that.
Yeah. Right.
He's just trying to express himself.
Yeah. He's trying to. Right. Oh,
want to hear a funny story? There was,
I had.
Sorry. Go ahead.
That was so mean of me. I'm sorry.
Your brain's just moving a little slower, so I didn't know.
My brain is so slow. Like, this is the one episode I give you permission to interrupt me, but I want to finish the poop story first.
Go ahead.
Smeared it on the wall. I wasn't told about this, and then the teachers were like, "Hey, can you hold his hand on the way to the bus? Like, he's misbehaving today." So I held his hand like to the bus. Then I was like, "What? What did he do?" And then they told me the poop story, and that's like a 6-year-old kid. He didn't wash his hands, and if he did, he didn't do it well. So I have poop hands. It's like the cheese touch, but with poop. Child's poo on my hands. Anyways, what was your story?
Right now.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm sick right now.
What was your story?
I had, when I was younger, dude, in school, this was like 3-year-old preschool, maybe 4-year-old preschool, one of the two. So I was either 3 or 4. Dude, I had so much fucking anxiety, even at such a young age, that I was like terrified to even leave the classroom and go to the bathroom. So there was literally one day where I had to piss at like 7 a.m. and I was like, well, I guess we're holding this all day. And it got to the end of the day, and all I remember is I was standing in the corner of the room, and for some reason, like I said, so much anxiety inside of me. I didn't even know what it was at the time because I was like in 4-year-old preschool, and it was the end of the day. Everybody was lining up, and they were like, Anthony, come on. And then I just remember the bell rang, and I was like, I can't do it anymore, and just let it rip.
On the way out of school? Dude, you held it for so long. It was in there for so long.
Dude, my insides felt like they were going to rip apart.
Wait, pee or shit?
Pee.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that I wouldn't have done. But I did. I was just like, and then I just started walking down the hallway, and I was like, and then
you get in your mom's car and you hear a squelch. You just hear like a sob.
She's like, oh my God.
Wait, what did you do? Like, did you just get in the car and go home, or did you like?
Yeah, I mean, what the fuck else was I supposed to do, man?
Did you like change or something?
Didn't have any clothes on me.
Your mom must have been pissed. Dude.
Oh yeah, for sure.
No, I don't like, dude. Babies confuse the hell out of me. I have a niece.
They can't speak, can't walk. It's annoying.
I have a niece. Like one of my older brothers had a. Is that what it's called? When your older brother has a baby.
Well, yeah, you become an uncle.
Yeah, so they're.
I mean, they don't have to be older. They could be. It's your brother.
Yeah. But my older brother had a baby and never held a baby, but I would have felt like a dick if I didn't hold.
If you didn't,
my
Cam,
brother's
you want to see your
baby.
niece? No, not really. I'm good actually.
So I was like paranoid about it too. I'm like, what if I drop this thing? And like, so I sat down. I sat down on the couch. I went like this, like I was about to carry a football. I was like, I was like super cautious, and like the baby was put in my arms. I'm like, okay, this is cool. Take it off. Take it off.
Get it off. Get it off.
Like it's a fucking tick. Yeah, but also like when I see someone holding a baby, and like everyone goes up to it, and you go up to it, like everyone's like, oh, it's so cute. Like, what are you supposed to do? Like pet it? Like I don't know.
Dude, I don't know either. Like I also get very uncomfortable in that scenario.
I used to like never approach them, but now I feel like I have to, especially like my girlfriend wants to see the babies. So I walk up with her and she like, oh, she's like, oh, and she grabs the baby and holds it. And I'm like, yeah. And I like tap its hand. I like shake its hand or something. I don't know what to do.
I don't know either. Sometimes I feel like I need to like, whenever I see a baby, I want to like you just said, I want to like shake its hand. And I'm like, I don't think it knows how to do that.
I'm like, nice to meet you. And you just stick your finger out because their hands are so small.
I know. And whenever somebody asks me to hold one too, I never want to. But sometimes people
have you before? Have you held a baby?
Yeah. Well, obviously, because people in my family have had babies. But like people be like, you want to hold them? And then I just pull out. I'm like, you know what? My hands are so dirty. I was just like playing in the mud. Like I was like, I was like, they're like, no, it's fine. Just go wash your hands. I'm like, I'm actually like filthy. Like I don't even like I'm gonna get this baby sick. And they're like, no, it's fine. Like just go wash your hands. And I'm like, okay, I will. Fuck.
Yeah, I couldn't make any. I mean, I had to carry it.
Also, it's like a really weird situation too, because sometimes, like, you know, obviously the parent, I could totally understand. Maybe they want a break. They've been holding the baby all day. But sometimes I'm sitting there and 30 minutes go by and I'm like, I don't know a respectable way to say, please take your fucking baby away from me.
Wait, 30 minutes?
No, like sometimes you're sitting there and then you get lost in conversation. And you're like, okay, this is great. Like this is, I don't know. I don't want to hold this fucking thing.
Oh my God. If that thing like poops on you too. If it poops. And it starts drawing on the walls with it too. Damn, dude.
They think it's so cash. They think it's so casual. And they're like, oh, did he go? Do we want to check? No, I don't want to check. This is my child. I didn't sign up for this.
Dude, this was like forever ago. This news was forever ago. And I doubt we talked about it, but like the Taylor Swift Era store when people were bringing adult diapers so they didn't miss a song.
I'm sorry. What?
The Eras tour is like three or 4 hours or something long, like the Taylor Swift concerts, and people didn't want to miss any song or any of the surprises or anything. So
that's not okay.
So some people straight up brought adult diapers.
That's not okay.
And
I don't care how much your ticket was. I don't care where you were sitting.
Yeah, if you're a baby, like fine, shit yourself until you figure it the fuck out. But if you're a full ass adult, just imagine like, oh, I have to go, and just shitting and just leaving.
Oh my god, this is my favorite song.
just sitting there marinating. The people around you are like, "What is that?" And you're like, "Oh, it's my diaper." And they're like, "What?"
That is
my
gross.
Again,
that gives me the same vibe as people who, like I remember when I started like getting into running a lot, and then I slowly started finding out how many people go on runs and just piss themselves. And they're like, well, I don't want to ruin my pace. I don't give a fuck about my pace at that point. Like, dude, if I gotta go, I am stopping. I don't really give a fuck. No, there is no record or no personal endeavor that I would care so much about that I wouldn't stop to go to the bathroom.
Dude, I'm just like picturing wearing an adult diaper and like even for like an hour. Like say you piss and you have to you have to stay in that adult diaper for an hour.
I'm already getting severely uncomfortable. No. Dude, I've told my sister many times before, I'm like, listen, if we get older and I go back to diapers,
that's what I'm like. Yeah.
Put me down. That's what I tell her. I go, put me down and don't even tell me it's happening. Just pull the plug.
I feel like, what age would you want to live to?
75.
Really? I was thinking like even younger. I'm thinking like tomorrow. No kidding. No, I mean like 75. You're gonna have so many medical issues or something. Like you're gonna
but I don't know. I'm kind of in my head. I feel like because I've always been semi consistent with like a exercise routine, so I'm assuming I'm gonna take that into later ages. Obviously, I'm not like gonna be doing like handstands like on the way to the gym or anything like that. But I'd assume that like I could still semi move. But in my head, I feel like right around 65 to 75. I feel like that's gonna be the age where no matter how much exercise I've done my whole life, the age is just gonna catch up to me.
Yeah, but then you're just gonna be like a significantly worse driver. You're gonna like,
oh, I'm not, dude. I hate driving now. The moment like I'm gonna have I know like they say like, oh, older people like it's their last ounce of pride. No, not for me. I don't even give a fuck. I'm gonna be Ubering everywhere. I'm gonna be 75 and be like, Uber. I'm not driving. Why the fuck would I want to drive at that point?
No, but you're gonna like lose your vision. You're gonna like get weak knees, and you're gonna have to start like paying attention to catheter commercials. I'm like, I don't want to do all that shit. Like that's fucking. You like there's ask your doctor before, like you're gonna have to pay attention to those. You're gonna be like, oh,
I'm gonna have to have one of those like pill cartridges where it's like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
yeah, exactly. Like maybe these smokers have it right. Just purposely smoke until your lungs give out. Well, like 40.
You never know, dude. Sometimes you smoke and then you live for 105 years for some reason.
Yeah, but you sound like the dude screaming chocolate in SpongeBob. You sound terrible.
Yeah, that's fair.
Or you need one of those like the things you put up to your neck, and you sound like Stephen Hawking. Yeah.
I do.
That is where like
when those commercials came on and I was a kid, I started like freaking out because I didn't know that it was.
Oh, I forgot about the commercials. Yeah,
I didn't know that it was necessary. I knew it was a smoking commercial, but I didn't know like the only way that happens is if you smoke a bunch. And I was like 12 and I was like, oh my God, it's going to happen to me.
Yeah.
And I was like, I've never like obviously.
Yeah, I know. I feel like because I always used to like watch TV with my parents and there'd be like adult commercials and there'd be like a Viagra commercial. I'm like, do I need this? It's like, do I need
Dude, I used to think the same shit. I used to see a commercial.
I'm like, when do I have to get this? Like, do I have to get this? And they're like, don't worry about that, Cam. Or like man. I don't even know. There's so many like medical commercials where it's like, ask your doctor before taking this if you experience blah blah blah. And I'm like,
honestly,
do I have to be paying attention to this? Like,
I feel like as I've gotten older, maybe it's just because I notice it more in the commercials, but I feel like the newer medications that are coming out, I feel like they get approved quicker because I feel like the side effects have increased tenfold in the commercial. Like it used to be like a significant amount of side effects, but now they're like running through the side effects and it's like cancer, death. And it's like there's so
it used
many.
To be like, ask your doctor if you have like a little bit of shakes or like a little bit of
it's like
anxiety.
Blood clots and like things that are serious but maybe not life.
Now it's like if you lose your limb, if you lose your left arm, make sure to contact us.
If you lose feeling in your entire right quad, go to the hospital.
You know what's worse than those? Oh yeah, go ahead, let it out.
There was like an air bubble. Sorry.
Perfect. We're talking about medical.
Yeah, actually, since I did that, let me get one more out of me really quick with the tissues. Sorry.
Right. The commercial's worse. I think you're gonna hard disagree with this. I hate the Modelo commercials. Modelo beer. You seen those?
I know. Remind me. What's the commercial?
It's like the most important man in the world or something. He's like.
I
have a quote from a Modelo commercial. Hold on.
That's Modelo.
It was like. Okay, I'll say it in the voice too. I'll like reenact it. Okay. You turn metal into murals. You are a fighter, and this is a war. Modelo. That's how it ended. Like
that's poetic,
dude. But it's like you're a fighter. This is a war. This is a battle. You're making art. Drink beer. Like what the fuck? Like what the fuck is that? That's so weak.
And then you know what really ruins those commercials? Putting drink responsibly at the end. I'm just being honest. I know they have to do it and that's important, but like in all honesty, anytime it's like a really good beer commercial, I'm like, damn, that was kind of fire. And then at the end they're like, drink responsibly. I'm like, well, who's okay. Great. Way to ruin
worry about yourself, bro.
Yeah, worry about your fucking self.
Modelo, it's like similar to Red Bull. Like I feel like Red Bull commercials, unless they're like the animated things, are like
the Red Bull animated commercials are some of the best commercials on the
they're great.
Planet Earth.
Yeah, they're great.
Awesome.
But then every other commercial, like they forget that they're a drink company and they have someone skydiving to beat the world record for highest skydive. And then they're like, oh, by the way, we sell drinks. I'm like, why is
That's
that?
the best way to do a commercial though, because it keeps me entertained. Like,
I guess.
Like recently there's a commercial going around where like, I don't know, I think it's for like the fucking new iPhone for Verizon or some shit. And all the iPhones like fly into the air and they're like zooming through the streets and everybody's running after them. And at some point I'm like, I don't even know this is an iPhone commercial right now. Like this is sick. Like
yeah. I feel like that's I don't know. That's a good thing and a bad thing because it like you remember it and you're talking about it right now, so it's working. But also like you didn't even know it was an iPhone commercial.
I did at the end because they're like get the new iPhone from Verizon, but it's cool to just watch the phone start flying. I mean, this is sick.
We should do we should bring back top 3, bottom 3 with commercials, but we probably can't do that off the top of our head.
Oh yeah, we'll have to both like look some of those up
because oh my god, there's so many that like piss me off, especially the insurance ones. I get like heated about the insurance ones, like Limu,
the progressive ones.
Shut the fuck up, Limu.
I fucking love the progressive ones.
Shut up, Limu. Yeah, those are okay.
I like the progressive ones.
I like the progressive ones that are like don't become your dad. Those are good. I don't like Flow. I don't fuck with Flow.
Those are the best commercials on air right now. Like tenfold.
Like don't turn ones that are don't turn into your dad. Those are phenomenal.
I don't say this often about commercials. Genuinely brilliant.
I look forward to those commercials a lot.
So do I. Like they're genuinely perfect because I feel like it's more difficult nowadays to come up with a relatable commercial for like everyone. And that's one that really just centers it and nails it for everybody because everybody somewhere knows somebody who like is getting older and then they see someone with like pink hair and they're like pointing and it's
yeah.
So good.
They're like, no. Just let him be. Let him be. Yeah, those are good, but the older progressive ones with like the white room, white aisle, like the rubber room, they're all wearing all white. I'm like, what the fucking shit is it? It wasn't a rubber room, but it made me feel like it. Like
it's where they stretch
it was just all white. Everything in the entire commercial was white, including the people in it. And then like it would just say progressive in blue, and that's it. It was just too much happening. Yeah. They're boring too. They're like trying to be funny, but they weren't. Like you when you did your stand up. Sorry. Sorry.
Dude, you know what sucks? Like, I still have those bits in my phone. Like, I have no idea if they're funny because nobody was even listening to me. What?
Did you like not want to look back at it?
No, it was like,
wait,
no,
I feel like didn't you post a clip?
No,
you didn't?
God, no. Are you kidding me? Every punchline was crickets because nobody was listening.
Oh, right. That's why. No,
yeah, nobody was, no, I don't even remember. I think it was, I don't remember much of it. If it's like, I think it was a bit on like Spider-Man or something. And that's all I remember.
I don't know. I just started thinking as if I would remember for you. I have no idea. I wasn't there. Like, I have no idea.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of a Spider-Man joke. I have a few, but they're all like web related.
Yeah, I know. That was
like boring.
That was most of the ones that I think the ones that came to me first were a lot of just like, I wonder if webs coming out, you know.
Yeah.
Cobwebs in her cooter, something like that. I think, and I kept like writing, I kept like crumpling those up, and I was like, fucking terrible. And I'm throwing it away. Every other one, I'm like, oh, but what if it came out of here? And I'm like, no, stop it, stop. It was like,
I used to think comedians
I
used to think comedians were fully like off the top of their head, which a lot of them are with crowd work.
Yeah,
like
well, that's how I feel when I do. Well, obviously when we're doing this pod and also when I do my pod, like that feels like more of like off the brain type of thing.
I mean, yeah,
but
that is
writing
basically,
a joke is very different.
Yeah, that's basically what we do, but we're not like, we're just kind of yapping. I don't know.
Yeah, we're just kind of
yeah. If someone like I think somebody commented like, hey, what's the podcast about? Like, I'm thinking about listening. And I was just like, you know,
I can tell you after the show.
Two white dudes. Yeah, after the show, I could tell you like, actually, I don't know if I could. What have we talked about so far? Babies, dogs,
babies, dogs,
Man.
books.
Oh my god!
Shit on walls and be pissing my pants is all I remember.
What a fucking podcast. I saw this online recently. No, I actually. Do you believe in ghosts?
Yeah, I think we talked about this before. I am a big ghost believer.
I think we have talked about this before. I don't want to get repetitive then, but kind of speaking to that, kind of not. We'll get there.
You got there. Take your time. Sound it out. What's the first syllable?
Psychologists. Oh my god.
Psychologists.
What the fuck?
There you go. It's okay. You're trying. That's what matters.
I know that word. I promise. I'm just tired.
We know you haven't slept in 25 hours. We heard you.
26 now, actually, bitch.
26 now.
What is it? Oh my god.
Psychologist. We're talking about psychologists.
Yeah. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. Just talk.
That's okay. Forget about fuck psychologists. Fucking pussy ass bitches.
Tell us about your fucking Hinge already. Right?
It's deleted.
Actually, what have you been doing with being sick and stuff? Tell us about like your week.
It is
other than like being in bed. Like what's your ideal sick day? Like do you have soup?
Oh, that's a good question. Honestly, my ideal. Well, first of all, let me start with my ideal sick. The best kind of sick is when you're sick and you're tired and you feel like shit, but you're not sick enough to watch every single Harry Potter movie in a row. That's kind of like
hard disagree.
What are you talking about?
Hard disagree. I'd rather be like as sick as you are.
What?
Then I know I'm not being a bitch. I'm like, damn, I actually can't do anything if I wanted to right now.
Oh, valid.
Because like if I was like light sick, I'd be like, I could do something right now. I could go for a run. I could work out or something. I could do something.
See, that's true, and I do that. But then the problem is the day that I'm like semi-sick but not super sick is the day that I should be taking it easy and then I'll feel better the next day. But instead, I feel a little sick and then I go do a bunch of shit and then I go for a run and then the next day I wake up and I feel like I got hit by a bus.
True. Okay. Oh God. I gotta think about it though, because like I would still, if I feel like I'm getting sick, I would still want to do shit. I don't want to like just sit around on my ass not doing anything.
That's exactly what I did because I felt a little tickle in my throat. Okay, I gotta be honest. So this is how it started. I felt a little tickle in my throat, and I was like, okay, that's weird. Okay, whatever. Then the boogers, like a little bit of sign and stuff, but I'm like, okay, maybe it's just a little cold. And then I did probably the worst thing I could have done. I ran Monday. I did 6 miles. Tuesday I did 4 miles. Wednesday I did 6 again. And then what was it? Thursday I did 5. And then when I finished the 5 on Thursday, I finished the run and I was like, I was kind of That was like way harder than normally was. I was like, what? I don't, maybe it was just because I ran a lot this week, but I was like, I don't know. And then I also started looking at my my like sleep, like my watch tracks my sleep. And I was like, why has my heart rate been elevated by 10 beats per minute every night? And I was like, that can't be good. And I was like, yeah, but it's probably nothing. Then Friday I woke up and I was like, uh-oh.
Is that normal for being sick?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure a heart rate like elevates when you get sick and you're sleeping, because it's like harder for your body, because your body's fighting other things, so it can't lower your heart rate.
Oh.
I'll tell you right now. Heart rate elevate when sick. Yeah, it increases, yeah. Because your body works harder to pump blood and oxygen to fight illness. Okay, Kaz. Absolutely, mister.
That was kind of sick.
Okay, Mr. Doctor over here.
That was kind of sick.
Oh, no. Don't do that.
Psychologists.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I said I wasn't going to do it, but I said I was looking at the word. Well, yeah.
Bring it around.
Psychologists say it's a major red flag to relax by watching true crime videos. Are you a true crime guy?
No, I think that's sick.
For real?
Yeah.
Like you've never seen the show?
Dude,
I mean, maybe not true crime. I'm thinking, I guess it's not true crime at all. I was thinking more like the show You or the show Dexter, like those shows.
Oh. I feel like that's different.
Is it? I know it's not true crime. Like it's fake crime, but like still same idea.
I mean, it's
a lot
fabricated.
of it is like based off. It's like kind of based off like not based off true stories, but like that shit usually
could happen in real life. Is what you're
probably
saying.
has happened in real life, yeah, and it's more graphic as it shows it. I think. I mean, even the Dahmer series that was big like a couple of years ago, though, like everybody. Watched that.
Well, that's different though, because it's based on
true crime.
Like the show You, but the show You though, and like shows like Dexter and things like that, they're based on hypothetical scenarios.
Oh yeah, I mean, like
yeah.
I mean, like the Dahmer thing, everybody enjoyed watching that. That's true crime, and that's a red flag, I guess.
I would agree with that.
Which I do kind of agree that was a red flag, especially, dude, the people fucking doing like the Dahmer dance or whatever on TikTok. Do you remember that? And everyone was like hyping it up, like, "Oh, this is so attractive."
I do. That was a weird time in the timeline.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird TikTok trends like that you look back on and you're like, "Damn."
Yeah.
Luckily, I was never a trend guy.
Me neither. I never really did trends.
Our content is relatively the same as it was 4 years ago.
Yeah,
we started 4 years ago. That's
just better. Yeah, I know.
I mean, yeah, better. I would hope so.
I know. Fuck, right? I'd hope so.
But it's still actually maybe not. We're still doing the same exact content, staring at the phone and yapping.
Of the same content, obviously,
because we're funnier, which is not displayed very well in this episode because I am half asleep and you're dying. But
but
listen to the last episode. We didn't come together. Don't fucking say that.
We came together and we made something beautiful.
A baby.
This is
a baby boy.
This episode is our child, and we present it to all of you
because we're scared to hold it. You need to hold it for us.
You guys please come hold our child.
Oh, that's a beautiful way to wrap it up. We should wrap it up like that.
That's beautiful.
All
right.
I mean, if we cut out all your sniffles, then it might be less than an hour, but that's okay.
That's okay. I feel like
we've had a rough week.
You're falling asleep.
I'm falling asleep.
People don't understand.
Yeah.
Anywho, guys, Spotify, Apple, rate, review. Second thing, YouTube, comment, share, like, subscribe. And if you listen anywhere else, that's beautiful. And I guess right there too, but preferably Apple and Spotify would help us a lot.
Too, yeah.
And if you're feeling frisky, downloads help us out.
Mm-hmm. We have no idea how many people listen to the show. Somehow we were a popular podcast in a couple of countries, but the downloads say otherwise.
Did not match that.
Yeah, which is confusing. But anyways, feel free to click that download button. Feel free to probably undownload it after.
Download and delete it, baby.
Yeah, exactly.
Still counts.
Little pyramid scheme we got going here.
Yeah, we are, dude. It's a trickle down effect.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that is.
Okay, and we'll leave off on that, everybody.
Right.
Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
Bye.